In this video, I'm going to show how I refinished this Baritone Ukulele by Caramel. When I first got it, some of the edges were kind of unfinished. Wasn't real happy with it, but after a little bit of work with teak oil and stuff, it looks absolutely fantastic. Follow along and see how I did it. A lot of sanding, a lot of finishing, and all the background music is made by me on this Baritone Ukulele. So I just want to take a video of it and just kind of see how it sounds too. Just recording on the GoPro Hero session for what that's worth. This fretboard especially, I want to oil this just because it looks a little bit dull. Also, I'll just note here, this was not finished in there. Probably my biggest concern though was in here, where it's not finished. I told I should wipe this down to get all the grease off with Windex or what have you. That way you're not just sealing in the grease, I guess. Pegs out and actually labeling them top right and bottom right. I'm not sure if it's got, I guess it's got some stuff here, but I'm still gonna go over it again. Got these gloves on just to make it sure it doesn't get more greasy as I'm doing this whole process. But yeah, these are pretty easy. I just don't want to do it a whole lot because obviously this will wear out at some point since it's just wood. Yeah. Speaking of that, I'm not exactly sure how to change the batteries. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, but... Oh wait. I guess you just change it right there. I guess I probably should have tested this out in electric mode before I took this all apart. But hopefully it'll still work. So yeah, my only fear with this is that, you know, it's going to strip it out eventually, but hopefully this is a one-time deal. Yeah, let's see what's under here. I think this changes the action of it. Set screw in there so you can hook a thing in there and change how it plays. I may just leave that open. Kind of looks kind of cool, I think. Now we can start putting teak oil on it. Actually, I'll do a little sanding first. And I've got this like 1500 grit, so try on the neck with the 1500 first. Or the 400 first. Yeah, it probably takes off more than I'd like, so go with the 1500. Glad it passed QC, but I don't necessarily need a QC sticker on mine. Carve a JC into this. Got some teak oil, so hopefully this will work well. What I hadn't considered is how I'm actually going to set this down to dry, but I'll figure something out, hopefully. Looks pretty good. We'll let it dry for a few hours and then apply another coat, I guess. Put on my second coat of teak oil. looking pretty good. I don't know if you can notice the difference, or even if I can, realistically, it looks a little darker to me, but it could be just in my mind. So it's the next morning. This is probably the hardest part of the build, just trying to wait for it to get dry or cured. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but yeah, I put 4 coats teak oil on the neck, and then 4 on the inside of the sound hole, and then kind of 3 everywhere else. Should be cool once it's done. Looks really nice. Even the edge here where it's a veneer, I feel like it looks a little bit better. Maybe not quite like real wood, but better for sure. All right, so it's been about 9 hours, and yeah, feeling pretty good. I think I'm gonna just maybe rub it with this cloth. So the neck is quite smooth now. This is not gritty like it was before. So now that all that's left to do is reinstall this stuff, put the strings on, and should be ready to play. Glad I labeled these earlier. It's hard to see, but so bottom left. I think this is the left as I was looking at it. It's actually pretty easy. I guess those 5 years of engineering school coming in handy. And you know, I guess my mom was pretty musical too, so gotta give some credit to her. Thanks, Mom. Actually, she's an excellent piano player. Some new strings on. Doesn't sound great, but yeah, so I'll go ahead and hook these up. Yeah, that should be it. Of course, I'll have to tune these strings a bit better, but shouldn't be a big deal. Got to be careful here because I don't want to over torque it and then strip out the screws, which seems like it would be pretty easy to do given the material. Hopefully that's just right. It's not perfect, but we'll get there, I think. Yeah, so I think it sounds pretty cool. Definitely still learning. Got a lot to learn about this, but you know, fun hobby for me. So maybe you'll see more of this in the future. Thanks so much for watching. This is Jeremy Cook, signing off.